Hello. Another video in English. I think I need to practice this language. And the best way is making these short videos. You don't know how difficult it is to make videos in another language because you have a certain amount of time, and all in your brain, all the words comes in Spanish, sort of, and then you have like translate it into English. So it takes time, you know, it's not that easy. But anyway, here we are again, and I wanted to bring another word for you to add to your daily prayer. Remember that the best way for you to start your day is giving your day, your life to Jesus. Yeah, and we have been learning about the Lord's Prayer verse by verse. We started with Jesus being the bread of life, asking him to give us our daily bread. Yes, and we also learned about Jesus helping us not to give or to fail into temptation. Yeah, and today in the book of Matthew 6 verse 13, that verse goes together, temptation, with the verse or the word for today is that says, save us from the evil one. I'm going to say it again. Save us from the evil one. So when we start our day, we want to ask Jesus for protection, for him to protect us, because we know that this life can be tough and things can happen. So when you ask him to help you, to save you from the evil one, is you asking him for protection. And I don't know if you know that there is psalm in the Bible that people use that psalm as protection. It is a psalm of protection. And I think during COVID time, oh my goodness, that was the I think every house has the Bible, and they open the Bible in the Psalm 91. But I'm going to say something about that psalm. Okay, Psalm 91 verse 2 says, the Lord says, I will say, the Lord is my refuge, he is my fortress. That is what that psalm said, that he is your refuge and that he is your fortress. That is in verse 2. Also said, my God in whom I trust. So talks about trust. You trust him. So because you trust him, you know that you're going to have, that he is going to be your refuge and that he is your fortress. But do you know what it says in verse 1? When you hear about Psalm 91, people started to read from verse 2. But verse 1 says, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High. Talks about dwelling, living. So when you are under that shelter, then you can say, he is my refuge, he is my fortress, I trust him. You cannot, if you are under a storm, yes, and it's raining, a heavy rain, and you ask for help, or you say, oh, I don't want to get wet. But if you are under the rain, you are going to be wet. Yes? So when you ask God to be your protector, when you ask him to be your refuge, for him to be your fortress, you are basically telling him, I want to dwell under your protection. Maybe you need to start by saying that. Before you say, you are my refuge, you are my fortress, you said, I am living under your fortress. I am living under your presence. Imagine an umbrella, a huge umbrella, and it's raining, and you say, I don't want to get wet. You don't stay under the rain. You need to run wherever there is a shelter, and that is that huge umbrella. This is God. This is what it means. It means you need to make a decision. Yes, you ask for protection, but you need to let Jesus to protect you, because sometimes we ask him to protect us, but then we are making our own choices. So that is why you starting your day with him, you are basically allowing him to act in your life. You are allowing him to protect you, and you are allowing him to show you the way, so you know you are not going to make those choices. You remember, temptation is what your or everything that you desire, everything that is wrong, everything that is not convenient for you. So when you say to him, I want you in my life, then he's going to show you the way, because he is the way, he is the truth, and he is the life. And remember what we learned about he being the bread of life. So every day, ask him to help you. And you know what, sometimes we talk about prayer and we think like a prayer is we us talking the whole time, but prayer is a communication, it's a conversation that you're going to have with God, with Jesus Christ. So it's not it's not a monologue, it's not just you talking, it is a dialogue. Okay, it's a conversation. So allow him to talk to you. So you can start your day saying, Jesus, I want you to be with me. I want you to protect me. I'm giving my day to you. And you have loads of requests. Have that conversation. Whatever is in your heart, you're going to give it to him. Yes. And then just being silent for a moment. You can be with your eyes closed, the position, it doesn't matter, but be in silence and let him to speak to you. Obviously that is easier if it's in a quiet place, when you don't have those noises. Yeah, let me just verify how can you pronounce this noises. Okay, I'm learning, remember, I'm learning my English. So have that conversation with him. Give him space for him to talk to you. And sometimes the way that God talks to you, sometimes it's not with words. Sometimes he will make you feel peace. You will experience a peace, a calm in your life, and that is him talking to you. God bless you and have an amazing day.